Hello, my name is Bart Brecka, and in this video I am prepared to present the Creo sub-D modeling functionality called Freestyle. Before I do so, however, I would like to point out the Design Engine blog. Just notice we have jobs on the right-hand side with various articles related to engineering and product development. The training class website is proetools.com, where we present a wide variety of training and everything from plastic part design to die casting to ANSYS and basic Pro Engineer workshops. I'm going to click through the training material. I have already plugged in the login and password, so it's not prompting me for that on the website. I'm going to scroll down to the Pro Engineer training and click through the Freestyle geometry just to show you the website. And you can see this sub-D modeling of a hand, and I've created a hand using sub-D in Pro Engineer Creo, and I'll present that in a future video. Scrolling down, you can see I kind of run people through the basics of Freestyle. This is the geometry we're going to build. It's a bicycle bottom end bracket, and a wide variety of geometries can be utilized with Freestyle. I'm going to close out now and open up a bike frame that I've already started, and you can see I'm able to obtain shapes that you wouldn't normally be able to obtain. It's certainly not in 4 or 5 minutes, which you're going to see now. I'm going to close out. Let's just delete this Freestyle feature just to show you it's a regular feature, just like anything, ISDX or what have you. And I started out with basic form. I'm going to go ahead and set this at 2.5 and hit regenerate. And I'm going to go ahead and build a sub-D primitive. Probably I like starting with a cube. I'm going to go ahead and scale the cube up, holding my control key down. Now I'm going to select the outer boundaries of the geometry and go ahead and hit extrude. I'm going to use the scale functionality to kind of minimize that geometry, and out of here I'm going to pull the tubes out for the rear wheel. So I probably need one more rung in the geometry. So I'm going to select this outer boundary and this outer boundary and go ahead and hit extrude again, and I'll use the scale button to kind of minimize that. Okay, so I'm going to use the split functionality to show you that I can split the geometry. I'm going to hit Control Z and do it again just so you can sort of see what I'm doing. Out here and here, I'm going to hit the delete function so you can see that I basically have a round. Now, if this is a production model, we would probably use an aluminum or some type of titanium race. All right, I'm going to extrude up now the geometry, and I can control the radiuses at will as I build these geometries up and down. I'm going to go ahead and pull this one pretty far and then extrude it one more time, and then I'm going to hit delete to pull it off the top. Now I'm going to do the same thing for the up tube here, except I'm going to go ahead and extrude it out, and you can kind of see how I can kind of leverage that. I'm going to rotate out here, and now I'm going to extrude the face again, middle click a couple times. This one I'm going to go relatively far with, and then one more at the top. That sort of helps me organize my geometry, and I could click delete there if I wanted to. Now, if I wanted to change the angle of all this geometry, I would either sort of exercise the tube like that, or sort of rotate it and move all at the same time. And if I really cared about the specific geometry like one would on a bicycle, I would probably have some underlying curve geometry that helped me sort of obtain the shapes that I'm trying to look for. Now I need to pull out this geometry over on the side, and this is the geometry that's going to clear for the bicycle wheel. Now there's a lot of things one could do. We could scale them in and then extrude them out. Okay, and I could use my scale functionality to kind of bring them in and scale them out again. I'm going to scale it one more, and this one's going to go pretty far, and then I'm going to hit one that's not going far. And then I'll delete the outer boundary of that and see how I've got a nice ellipse. So that's my 5-minute effort to share sub-D modeling in Creo 1.0 that's deemed Freestyle, and I really look forward to Creo 2.0, at which point we'll be able to do quite a bit more functionality. All right, so that's the end of my video. Consider coming to Design Engine at some time in the near future. Thank you very much.